guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic we're going to be talking about is if it fits your macros and flexible dieting. So if it fits your macros is a flexible dieting lifestyle, also known as IIFYM. That's what I personally have followed for my fitness journey the last 4 years. And it's also what I teach and preach and practice, not only for myself, but also for my clients as well. I get asked all the time, what is this whole macro tracking, macro counting, flexible dieting thing that you're always talking about? What the heck are macros? What are you talking about? So macros are basically your proteins, your fats, and your carbs that you eat every day. I think what people don't realize is that every day you're already eating macros. You're already eating protein, you're already eating fats, and you're already eating carbs every day. And essentially what tracking your macros means is that based off of your age, weight, height, activity level, and so many other factors, everybody is going to need a different amount of those macros, and essentially your macros make up your calories. My macros and my calories are going to look a heck of a lot different than my husband's or even my friends or anybody else out there. They're completely individualized, or at least they should be, to you, your needs, and your goals. The awesome thing about tracking macros is that it really is a lifestyle change, and you can adopt a flexible dieting way of life no matter what your goals are. I've had consultations with people who wanted to lose weight, who wanted to build muscle, who wanted to just maintain their body weight, but maybe wanted to get a better grip and a better handle on what it means to live a healthy, balanced lifestyle without having to sacrifice the foods that they love. So essentially what if it fits your macros means is that you are going to have a specific number or amount of protein, fats, and carbs that you need to eat every single day, and you can fill it with whatever foods that you want to and eat whatever you want as long as it fits within those macro goals that you have for yourself. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about flexible dieting or IIFYM that I see all over the internet is people eating Captain Crunch or eating a shit ton of donuts to fill their carbs and then eating a bunch of chicken to make up for their protein. So I always suggest keeping track of your sugar, your sodium, and your fiber as well. It's not just about eating a bunch of shit food to fill those macros, but it does allow you the flexibility to indulge a little bit in the things that you do not want to sacrifice and get rid of, and you can have those in the amounts that will essentially fit your macro goals. But if you are keeping track of your sugar and your fiber and your sodium, it doesn't allow you to have pizza every day, or it doesn't allow you to go and have 4 donuts and fill your carb amount. But that's not to say either that if you have an occasional donut here and there, or you're going to your friend's house and they're serving pizza, that you can't find a way to make it fit your macros, and it's not going to destroy your progress or make you gain a bunch of weight just by eating a couple slices of pizza. So I think that's one of the biggest takeaways, that you have to also keep in mind that your micronutrients, which sodium and fiber and sugar aren't technically called or labeled as micronutrients. Micronutrients are mainly your vitamins and minerals, but under that same kind of umbrella, those things are just as important, which is why you should still consume a healthy amount of fruits and vegetables and whole grains, low-fat dairy products. And if you're keeping all of those things in mind, then you are definitely going to find a way to still enjoy the foods that you love, and not find that you have to sacrifice or cut out something, or cut out carbs. That's a big one right now, just to see results. I really don't like to consider flexible dieting as a diet. I know for me in the last 4 years that I've done this, it's really just about a change in lifestyle. And with any lifestyle change that you're going to adopt, it's going to require work. And with any other type of diet out there, you're going to find that no matter what, it's going to require work. And sometimes that's really what scares people from adopting this and following through with it, is that it is a lot of work. But anything that you're going to change for the better of your health and to change for the rest of your life and not look for something that's super quick and easy, is going to require work, and it's going to require consistency and time and effort. There's absolutely a bunch of pros that come with adopting this type of lifestyle. I know for a lot of clients who have just a really unhealthy relationship with food, or they view certain foods as bad versus good foods, one of the biggest takeaways with adopting this is that you can enjoy the food you love and not feel guilty about it, or not feel like you have to go and spend an hour on the treadmill to work it off or to burn the calories that you just ate from it, because at the end of the day you know that those foods are going to fit within the parameters that are going to work for you in your best interest, no matter what your goals are. It's also great for portion control too, because you are having to track and keep track of your food and the serving sizes for everything that you're eating. It's really great for people who have issues with portion control, because they're having to be mindful and be aware and just be cognizant of the amount that they're eating, because they're having to track it. It's a lot easier to stay within the appropriate portion controls of whatever it is that they're eating. And I think for a lot of people, the hardest part is getting a hold of portion control, which is why I preach all the time to everybody. It's all about balance and it's all about moderation. I think some of the cons that are associated with flexible dieting is that it is a lot of work. And for some of you who have never even thought about tracking your food or writing down your food, let alone plugging it into an app, it can absolutely be overwhelming and daunting and tedious. You do have to measure out and weigh all of your food to really know exactly how much you're eating. So that does require you to have a kitchen scale sitting on your counter at all times and weighing out your portions. But because of that alone, it can seem really overwhelming to have to do that with every single thing you're eating every day. But again, just like anything else that you are going to change for a better lifestyle, it's going to require getting out of your comfort zone and doing things that you're not used to. That being said, there are absolutely people out there who just refuse to track their food and refuse to weigh out their food. And in that case, this isn't going to be the type of lifestyle change that is going to work for them. People always ask me, in your opinion, what's the best type of diet out there? And the answer is, it's whatever you're going to stick with. It's whatever you think you're going to be consistent and successful in order to adopt something for the rest of your life. And sometimes flexible dieting, although there is work involved, people find that they can adopt that lifestyle and the pros outweigh the cons. But for other people, it's just too much work. If they know they are the type of person who won't track their food or weigh their food or be as consistent with it as you really need to be to see results, then it's not going to be for them, and that's okay. But in the 4 years that I've been doing this, I personally feel that this is the only type of diet, if you even want to call it that, where you can enjoy the foods you love. You're not having to restrict yourself. You're not having to cut out food groups or do anything crazy, and you can still achieve the results you want. If you guys have any more questions about macro tracking, flexible dieting, or if it fits your macros, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.